Manual or automatic? Which one should you choose? Yeah, as y'all can see, obviously, I live in Michigan and winter is upon us. So this car is in the garage. I'm not driving it like that. So y'all probably gonna get a lot of sit down videos from me unless something else, you know, exciting happens or whatever. But today I want to talk about manual or automatic. And I'm gonna talk about all around the board, and then I'll come back to like 10 speed and 6 speed. So for y'all that don't know, who are new to my channel, I used to own a 2018 10-speed Mustang GT. Owned it for about a year and a couple months. It was a really cool car. Actually really liked it. It was really fast, especially in a straight line. But you know, I come from a manual background. Before I had the 10-speed Mustang, I had an EcoBoost Mustang that was a 6-speed, and I also had a Focus ST that was a 6-speed also. And I come from like just straight up manual cars. Like, I wanted a manual car when I was younger. Like, I always wanted to drive manual cars. I've always loved manual cars. I've always, like, manual was it for me. It was like, if it's not manual, it's nothing. Then, you know, the 10-speed came out 2018, and that was around the time I had my Focus ST, and they introduced this 10-speed manual transmission that were going to be in the Camaro and the Mustang. And I'm like, well, that seems cool. You know, I still wasn't really caring for it because, again, I'm a manual person. But I'm like, it seems cool. I could probably do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, after my EcoBoost, I traded in. And really, I wasn't even planning on getting the 10-speed because what happened was my EcoBoost, I got into a bad accident. For you guys that don't know, I think I explained this in one of my last videos. I got into a bad accident with my EcoBoost. I crashed into a tree. I'll put some pictures right here. Shout out DG Product, you hear me? And it was pretty bad, as y'all can see. So I crashed the car into a tree. I got it all fixed, and the value of the car plummeted. Like, the car wasn't worth shit. It was already an EcoBoost. It was a base model EcoBoost. It was a 2019, but the accident, no dealership wanted the car, bro. No dealership wanted the car. I tried to trade it in for a 16 Mustang GT before, a manual one, and they were only gonna give me 10K for my EcoBoost. So I'm like, man, you know, I was shit out of luck for a minute, and I was just driving it around, and I had a friend that worked at a dealership in Jackson. Shout out to Monster Motors. Sorry about that interruption, y'all. So pretty much what I was saying was the car wasn't worth nothing, and so I was like, shit, I gotta find a way to, you know, get rid of this car. So, you know, I had a friend that worked at Monster Motors in Jackson. Shout out to Monster Motors. And pretty much they gave me a good trade-in offer on the EcoBoost. I'm not going to talk about what they gave me, but they gave me a good trade-in offer, a better trade-in offer than any other dealership was going to. Let me move out of here. So they gave me a better trade-in offer than any other dealership was going to give me. So I couldn't say no to it. And they had a 10-speed, they had a race red 10-speed Mustang GT for 26 grand. Now, this is during the pandemic. This is like peak pandemic. So a lot of like things were going down as far as like the prices, the market on cars and shit. It was at pretty much an all-time low at this point. And so I was like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get that, you know. Good trade-in. Didn't have to put too much down. I put like 3K down for the Mustang. I think I was paying, when I got it, probably around $600 a month, which wasn't too bad. I could do that. So I was like, fuck, I need to get out of this EcoBoost. I was like, shit, fuck it, I need to get out of this car. So I got out of the car. It was a good deal for me, you know. Ended up coming out to like 36 with the you know, overhead or whatever. So I got the 10-speed Mustang just really to get out of the EcoBoost. I really didn't want a 10-speed. I really wanted a manual, but the 10-speed, I heard it was cool. I heard it was, you know, a good transmission. I'm like, fuck it, I need to get out of this car, and I can get a GT. I can get a V8. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So that's what I ended up doing. As y'all know, I got the 10-speed. That's what I started my channel with. And the car was good, man. The car drove good for the first couple of months I had it, and then I started noticing a weird vibration coming from the rear end. It was like a vibration coming from the rear end. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was the rear end, but apparently it was coming from the middle. It just felt like the rear end, and it ended up being my torque converter. So my torque converter went out. No, like, mind you, I did drive the car pretty aggressively. I mean, as y'all can see on my outro, I did burnouts and all type of shit. So could it have been my fault? Of course, it might have been my fault. But, you know, my torque converter went out. The car only had, when I got it, it had 14,000 miles. When the torque converter went out, I probably had around 20-something thousand miles on the car. So my torque converter went out. It was still under warranty. Cool. So we got that situated. I had to wait 3 or 4 months to get my car back because this was still during the pandemic. So all parts were on back order. So I had to wait 4 months to get my car back. I didn't see my car for 4 months. Boom, got my car back, which is why y'all seen that big dip in my YouTube. If y'all see, it was huge dips in my YouTube because that was when I was, you know, my car was away at the shop. So took the car to the shop, got the car back. Cool, everything was running good. I didn't feel the vibration anymore. Cool. A couple months go by. Cars got around, I drive the car every day. It was a daily for me. Cars got around 40-something thousand miles on it now. And now, you know, I'm having a transmission issue that you guys seen in my last video. I'm gonna tag it up here, where my transmission completely went out on me. I couldn't get it into any other gear. The car could barely move forward on its own power. I was just going through a lot of shit with the car. So, you know, that right there, I was like, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, I was being very careful with the transmission because of the torque converter issue. And my whole transmission goes out. My torque converter goes out again. I don't know if that's what caused it, but, you know, apparently a few parts of my transmission went out. So they said if you just went ahead and replaced the whole transmission, and it had a new transmission in it. Cool. So I drove the car, and as y'all know, probably a few weeks back, almost a month now, I got this car. I seen it online. It was listed for 30-something thousand miles, premium GT ruby red performance package. As y'all know, this thing is completely decked out. It's got every package you could get, and it was a 2016. And me personally, I like the 2016s more than the refresh. I like this way more than the refresh Mustang, the 2018s and up. I like 2016 and 17. That's just me personally. I seen this and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna move on it because my warranty's almost up. The car had 52 or 53,000 miles on it. My powertrain warranty was up at 60,000 miles. So I was like, I don't want this transmission to go out again. Even though they put a new one in there, I don't know, you know. So I was like, fuck it. I traded the car straight up. I traded the car in. No, I didn't take a loss on this car or anything like that. So I was like, you know, I wouldn't be taking a loss. It'd be something new, and I get a manual back, because what that was about. But yeah, so I back up a little bit. I ain't gonna hit you though. All right, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was like, I could get a manual again, and I could also get a better car in my opinion. Gen 2 Coyote, which are the strongest Coyotes, as you know, as far as I know. The Gen 2 Coyotes are very good Coyotes. The better looking car in my opinion, and I can get a manual 6-speed car back, and I'm not going to be, you know, taking a loss. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna do it. So I went to dealership, you know, everything went smoothly, and I got the car. Now I know that that's not what this video is about, but I had to give y'all a little backstory, because I never really gave y'all a true backstory on why I got a manual car. Really, I got the manual car because I wanted another manual car. I missed it. I'm a manual guy at heart. Every car that I had before this was manual. Every car I had before this was manual. And I'm just like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I want another manual Mustang V8. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And this thing was just beautiful. I mean, this car, you know, it's got the black accents, the performance package. It's just perfect. This car is perfect. This is the perfect car, really. So yeah. Okay, now to the real part of this video. Should you buy a 6-speed manual Mustang or a 10-speed Mustang or a 6-speed manual car or an automatic car? It's all about preference, bro. That's all I can say. I seen somebody in the comments, shout out to you. I seen somebody in the comments ask me, should they get a 10-speed or should they get a 6-speed? And I'm gonna give y'all the same answer. It's all about preference, man. It depends on what you're trying to do. Me personally, I don't think there's a wrong answer. I think, you know, 19 and up 10 speeds are great. I can't speak for the 18. I had an 18 and, you know, I had problems with it, but I can't say that that's all 18s, you know what I'm saying? So me personally, I just say it's preference. What do you want when you're driving a car? Do you want to, do you enjoy the engagement of driving? Do you enjoy the way the car feels when you're going through gears? Do you enjoy feeling the power through every gear? Do you just enjoy having fun? Or do you want to be the fastest guy on earth? Do you just want to beat hella shit? Do you just want to be fast? Do you want to like dominate a lot of people in roles? It really depends on what you want personally. Me personally, I've always been more about the fun and the driving experience over anything else. So me personally, I'm gonna go around this door. Me personally, I'm all about the experience, the driving experience, which is why, you know, I switched back to a manual. It is what it is. I'm sorry if this video is all over the place. I'm kind of just making this video on the whim. Like, I really didn't expect to make a video today, but I haven't gave y'all a video in a couple of weeks, so I really need to bring y'all content. But yeah, I'm more about the driving experience. I like driving manual cars. I like the engagement of the clutch. I like feeling the power through every gear. I like the feeling of driving a manual car. That's me personally. You can call me a purist. I'll take that. Yes, I'm a purist. You know, I like the feeling of driving a standard manual car. A lot of people don't. A lot of people call me crazy because I got a manual car. A lot of people were like, why would you trade a 10-speed Mustang in for a 6-speed? Like, the 10-speed is obviously the faster car. That's y'all problem. Y'all think everybody care about speed. I don't care about being the fastest car on earth. I don't care about being the fastest car around. I like to enjoy my car when I'm driving it. And I just enjoy, personally, driving a manual car more than an automatic car. I had an automatic car for the first time in a long time, which was my 10-speed Mustang, and I had a lot of fun in that car. But this car, like I said in my last video or my last few videos, is way more fun to drive than my 10-speed ever was and ever would be. You just don't get the same experience. To me personally, you don't get the same experience out of an automatic car that you do with a 6-speed manual car. You just don't. So me personally, the 6-speed was the way to go. And I've been talking about getting a 6-speed manual Mustang since like the second month I owned my 10-speed Mustang. I didn't plan on building it, so there was no real reason for me to have it. Like, I didn't plan on building it. Like, if you plan on building a 9-second, 8-second car, yes, 10-speed is the route to go, bro. Get a 10-speed. You'll be happy with that. Those 10-speed transmissions are great, especially when building a car. But me personally, I didn't want to build no fucking super crazy 8-second car. I didn't care for that, bro. I like to experience. I like the experience of driving a 6-speed manual car. So, should you get a manual? Should you get an automatic? It's all about preference. I can't tell you what you should or shouldn't get. I'd say go with your gut. Test drive both. See how you feel. And whatever one speaks to you, speaks to your heart and your soul more, go with that one, man. Like, I don't know. I have both. For me personally, it was the 6-speed, but it might not be like that for everybody. You know, some people don't like driving manuals. I know a lot of people that don't like driving manual cars. They think it's too much. It's like riding a bike for me, bro. Like, I love it. So that's all I got for y'all today, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. I hope this video, you know, helped y'all make a decision. If it didn't, I get it. I didn't really tell y'all what to do. I can't tell y'all what to do, but hopefully this video will help you make a decision. And just, you know, go with your feeling. Go with, you know, what you are really, you know, what you really feel inside, and drive them. Don't just get one, drive it. Make sure that you like it. Make sure this is what you want. And, you know, that's it, man. So that's gonna be it for y'all. It's been your boy Kurt. See y'all in the next one.